Guys, I have a confession. And I know that confessing this 30 seconds in will probably get me demonetized, but I have to come clean. I have a dry ass pussy. It's nowhere near as wet as Cardi B's, like not even close, and to be honest, it's embarrassing. If you didn't hear the news this week, Cardi B dropped a 3-minute song about the dampness of her vagina. It's actually so moist that she personally recommends you bring a mop and a bucket for her wet ass pussy.
Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet and gushy.
Jeez, that's some soggy stuff, isn't it? Just imagine the humidity of her pants. I'm jealous. I need someone to bring me a gurney and a tub of lube for mine. And everyone's talking about Kylie Jenner being in the video, but not nearly enough people are talking about how average the song is. You know, and you might disagree. You might be like, Luke, I got some WAEs listening to this, some wet ass ears. And that's totally cool. It's just not my vibe. Now, before we review this, I don't have a problem with the song existing at all. I think it's actually pretty cool that there's still some artists doing whatever the fuck they want in 2020. But that doesn't mean it's not bloody hilarious. Alright, so let's do it. The opening shot is exactly how I imagine the gates at Epstein's Island to look like right down to the tit fountain. Except these girls look a bit old. People keep saying how outrageous this is, but there's a museum in Tasmania called Mona that literally has a wall of pussies. So far it's about as racy as a tourism commercial for Hobart.
Make that pull-out game weak. Yeah, you dealing with some wet and gushy.
The guy on backing vocals keeps alerting us about the whores in this house, but there's multiple fucking tigers. Doesn't that seem like a more pressing issue? Like a whore's not gonna rip your face off in 3 seconds. Apparently you're more likely to drown in her pussy.
Hit up, baby, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard.
Apparently they actually used real snakes for this scene. That's so sick. These girls are out here showing Indiana Jones how it's done.
I hate snakes, Doc! I hate them! Come on, show a little backbone, will ya?
And gushy. Look, I need a hard hit.
I don't really understand this cameo from Kylie Jenner. They just stopped the song and then kind of waited for her to walk down, and then they just continued the song like nothing happened. And she would have made so much money from it. I mean, good on her. I don't understand it, but I rate it. I guess they just did it so people would talk about it. And it worked because my lips are flapping. So, game, set, match.
I want you to touch that. That swing in the back of my talking misfire. The sun.
At this point, I feel like people truly don't care about the song anymore. Like, it just doesn't matter. These days, with a lot of pop music, I just feel that the music is not a priority at all. It's just an excuse to get your tits out. Kind of like Halloween. Like, I get that this is what mainstream music is these days, but how do you do a radio edit of this song? It'd be just like silence and then 10 seconds of Kylie Jenner's footsteps and then just back to silence. The clean version of this song would literally sound like a song about cleaning. Get a mop and a bucket. That's it.
Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet and gushy.
This song could be like a 3-minute ad for a sham wow. Like seriously, a highly absorbent sponge could solve all of Cardi's problems.
Give me everything you got for this wet and gushy.
Imagine writing a whole song about how wet your pussy is. How is she not slipped? You know, imagine walking behind her. It'd be like getting banana peeled in Mario Kart. You just fucking spin out. This is pretty wild for YouTube. Like, do you remember back in 2014 when Nicki Minaj released Anaconda? And that song and music video was just like the most outrageous thing ever at the time. This shit makes that look like a Disney song. What does annoy me is that YouTube put this as #1 on trending, yet if me or any other YouTuber did a video with this level of profanity or sexual themes, it will be demonetized and suppressed immediately. We talked about it on Luke and Lewis this week.
Obviously, if me or Luke, we say fuck in a podcast, whole channel's demonetized. Videos suppressed, too controversial. However, if you write an entire song about how wet your pussy is, describe sex acts as graphically as possible. Shake your ass, wear a bondage outfit, wear nipple tassels, have your rack out. Guess what, Luke? #1 on trending.
Oath. And that's our fault because our pussies are clearly too dry for YouTube. And if we just made them a little more damp, then perhaps we would be rich and successful.
Yeah, I was actually going to write a song called Dad, Dry Ass Dick. And I think that might be the problem.
I mean, you could write a song called Dad's Dad about your dad's dry ass dick.
And by the way, I'm not saying I think this should be censored at all. I don't give a shit. But it is frustrating that YouTubers like myself and other people can get demonetized for swearing or even the discussion of sex. Yet this is #1 on trending. Not only are they not demonetizing it, it's being promoted by YouTube.
It's just so, like, indicative of how the musicians and the record labels have all banded together and just gone, look, if you want us to upload on your website, you let us do whatever the fuck we want. And YouTubers haven't done that. So we'll get demonetized and suppressed for swearing, whereas they can do whatever the fuck they want.
So do you think we should unionize just to get our cocks out on the platform?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we should all band our dicks together and say, if you want this dick, all right, we'll take it to Vimeo. We don't care. You know, we'll upload
Vimeo
on.
allows nudity.
Oh, really? That's good.
Yep.
I decided to look up some of the lyrics to the song, and it's actually so graphic that it's almost impressive.
We can't play the song, but I can read you some of the lyrics. So the guy in the background, right, under the whole song, the chorus is just whores in this house, there's some whores in this house, hole up. It goes into the first verse. I can't say that word. But it says, put this pussy right in your face, swipe your nose like a credit card.
That's right, advertiser friendly.
Hop on top, I want to ride. And then it says, spit in my mouth, look in my eyes, this pussy is wet, come take a dive.
What's the problem, Ruben? You don't like spitting in a woman's mouth? #1 on trending for the kids? Here's a question for Ruben. Is, if engaging spitting in someone else's mouth, is that vegan?
Yeah, it's vegan, yeah.
I mean, you know what? No, I would say not, because anyone who spits in someone else's mouth is an animal, therefore it's an animal product, okay? That's fucking disgusting.
That's a good point.
These lyrics are actually quite disturbing. I mean, I know she raps them, so it's kind of makes it better, but when you read it out, it's not good poetry.
It's
It's really graphic,
heinous, isn't it?
I don't want to spit, I want to gulp, I want to gag, I want to choke.
Oh, is that really the lyrics?
Yeah.
#1 on trending for the kids.
This is my favorite line, okay? This is the last one I'll read. I let him taste it, now he a diabetic.
Because their pussy's so sweet.
So yeah, it's definitely a bit hypocritical that YouTube let that fly and not some of my stupid jokes sometimes, but hey, at the end of the day, it's my fault because I have a dry ass, shriveled up, dehydrated, sun-baked pussy. And YouTube's policy is very clear. If you want to be #1 on trending, you gotta have a wet ass pussy. Okay? So share this video around, smash like, comment for engagement purposes, and then I might be able to afford some lubricant for this dusty ass puss of mine. Thanks for watching.